Hello and welcome to the Mindfulness guided meditation. Thank you very much for being here. Your presence counts. So today I'm going to guide us through a 10-minute mindfulness of the breath meditation and then share a few words on the path and the journey. This broadcast assumes that if you don't, please stay with us. You can also check out the website mindfulness.com, spelt with one L, and there's some more information about mindfulness itself and about the courses and the retreats that I offer. So if you're ready and you'd like to share a meditation, then I invite you to adopt an upright, dignified posture. It helps us to tune in rather than tune out. And in mindfulness practice, we meditate with a very warm and kindly attitude towards ourselves. It's a way of paying attention to ourselves in the now in an accepting way. And I'm just going to check that my phone is off. You might like to do the same. There we are, silent. 10 minutes for us. Closing our eyes. We come into the moment through the physical sensations of sitting. Aware of the weight of our body on the chair or on the cushion. Connecting with the senses, connecting with the body, and thus connecting with the moment. Aware of those places of contact, of pressure, if there's air passing on your skin, feeling that. If your feet are resting on the ground, how do they feel? What are the physical sensations in the soles of the feet? Having the patience to pay close attention This is how we come into the moment with kindly, curious awareness. Like coming home. And once we're here, focused or not very focused, we can invite our attention to the breath. Perhaps the movement of the belly, perhaps the rise and fall of the rib cage. maybe noticing air passing in the nostrils. These details that we train ourselves to be present. Observing the body breathing by itself. We connect as closely as we can by picking up the physical sensations present. Perhaps the rib cage moving is causing the skin to move against the clothes. Perhaps the air in the nostrils is cooler on the way in and warmer on the way out. We observe with kindness. Back to the body, back to the now. All the way in and all the way out. There's no perfect way to meditate. We simply observe our experience of now. Paying attention as best we can and letting go of the idea of doing things perfectly. Simply picking up the physical sensations associated with breathing. It's quite normal for the mind to wander. We might like to say, there's planning, there's worrying, there's imagining. And then let go of the thoughts and come back to the now, come back to the physical feelings of breathing. Each moment is a valuable opportunity to be present on our path of life, to take the time to be with ourselves, with the breath, in the moment. Just a few more breaths in mindful awareness. Observing and then accepting our experience the way it is and ourselves just the way we are. And opening our eyes and being aware of that transition too. You might like a little stretch. And now I'm going to share a few words on the journey. What does it mean? The journey is the goal, and it's more blessed to travel than to arrive. In mindfulness terms, and for me, it means that being here, whatever is going on, is being part on our journey, on our path, rather than focused on the goal, rather than saying, I'll be here and I'll live fully when the exams are over, or when I've paid the mortgage, or when I've been to the gym, or done all the washing up. We put conditions on the moment when we will actually fully live our lives. And with mindfulness practice, we're encouraged we're struggling to pay the mortgage, or beating ourselves up for not going to the gym, or surrounded by washing up. And it's about being fully present right now, not waiting for when something is different. So this is the path with all the imperfections. And you might notice that when you view something which you might label as an imperfection, and you're fully in touch with it and you're in acceptance, then the imperfect becomes perfect in a way, because there's something very beautiful about being in touch with the truth, even if it's a sadness or a difficulty. So you might think, if you haven't done the 8-week mindfulness course, you might think that allowing things to be means letting things slide. But on on the contrary, MRI scans have shown that just the process of noticing and accepting, the way we do in the mindfulness of the breath meditation and the other meditations, just noticing in that way and accepting actually rewires the brain. And once we're there and willing to embrace the now, then the brain behaves differently, and then we feel that we can cope. Life becomes manageable, and we actually get creative and clever. So we're able to face challenges that were too much for us before. And just through observing and being with and accepting, we become more effective in our lives rather than a couch potato who lets everything slide. So by doing the formal practice and noticing the details, we become adept in noticing what's going on and accepting what we find. It's like a little laboratory. And so it prepares us, for example, when we're meditating and we might have some discomfort, we might have an itch, and we observe and we accept. That prepares us for other circumstances in our life where we may have an emotional itch, we may have a difficulty that we need to observe and accept. So the sitting meditation is particularly important. That's why we're here, to keep each other practicing. So thank you for listening, either live or later on. And meditating helps us to, meditating together helps us to keep up the formal practice. So thank you for being here. Your presence counts. I wish you a mindful day and see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.